Hey everyone, this is Miss Rapp, and today we're going to be doing Unit 5 Quadratic Functions, Lesson 3, writing equations of quadratics in three forms. So take a moment, get a pencil, get your calculator, hopefully you pack it out, and let's get started. We're on pages 172 to 175. Let's get to work. Okay, so quick review here. We've been graphing in three forms. Now we're going to write equations in three forms. So just a quick review, that standard form is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Vertex form is y equals a, x minus h squared plus k. And remember, h comma k is your vertex. Factored form, y equals a, x minus s, x minus t. And as a reminder, these are x-intercepts. Okay, and once again, let's go over this a value. So the a value is there to help you graph. It's the stretch or the shrink, depending on the value. It tells you how high to go from the vertex. To go from vertex to the next point. Okay, so let's use all of our knowledge and try something new. Okay, so we are given a graph and we're given three questions. They want vertex form, they want standard form, and they want factored form. Well, vertex form is the easiest right now because I can see the vertex. I'll even write that. So vertex form is usually the easiest when you're given the vertex and the a value. So let's look at what we got. Our vertex is, what is that, 2, 4? And our a value is over 1, down 1. So I went over 1, down 1 because these are clean points. So a is 1. So now I just plug it in. I look above. Oh, well, vertex form is right here. So y equals 1, or you don't have to put anything there at all. X, well, it says minus h, so I'll do minus 2 squared plus 4. That's it. That's vertex form. I think it's the easiest out of all of them. Standard form is going to utilize vertex form. So I'm going to use vertex form. So vertex form, I can write like this. Okay, all I did was I took this 2 and I expanded the power. Okay, well, we can handle this. In Algebra 1, we learned about the area model. Some of you might rather distribute. That's totally fine. Okay, x times x is x squared. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And I'll have a positive 4 on the bottom right. So you're finding the area of each little square. So what I get is y equals x squared. Let's combine these like terms and get negative 4x plus 4. But then we cannot forget this plus 4 on the outside. So our final answer is y equals x squared minus 4x plus 8. So involves a little bit of algebra. Okay, factored form. Factored form is going to utilize my intercepts, and I'll just write that here. Use x-intercepts. Okay, so we're going to use our a value, our x-intercepts. So our a value we decided was 1, and our x-intercepts were, well, I see it crosses at 0, and I see it crosses at positive 4. In factored form, you have to remember to go opposite. So far we have y equals, and I know to go opposite because it says minus. Anytime you're in an equation and there's a minus sign in there, it means use the opposite sign. So right now we have y equals 1, because that's a, x minus 0, x. Well, I have a positive 4, but I'm going to plug it in as a negative 4. And this is a perfectly fine answer. We can go one step further. X minus 0 is just x. So either one of these answers is correct. Either one of those answers is correct. Okay, take a moment, look over this, pause, go back to what you need to. If you're ready, let's try another example. Okay, let's do example number 2. And just letting everyone know, I have this sheet right next to me. I'm keeping this right next to me so I can look at it. Okay, so it starts with vertex form. Well, vertex, we need an a value and a vertex. So our a value, we went over 1, down 1. Oh, guys, which makes me realize over here, these were facing down. Uh-oh, so these should be negative. Then this would change this answer to negative, positive, negative. And then down here, this would be negative. Big mistake I just made. When it's facing down, it should be a negative a value. Whoops, I will not make that mistake again, I promise. Okay. So we went over 1, down 1. So our vertex here is 0, 4. And our a value is negative 1. I'm not going to mess this up, everyone. So far we have y equals negative 1, x minus 0 squared plus 4. Another way you can write that, which we learned in the last lesson, is y equals negative x squared plus 4. But look, that's the same thing as our standard form. That is the same thing as our standard form, right? So like by simplifying this, we actually got to standard. Because all I did was combine the x and the 0. Factored form, I'm looking for my x-intercept. So I know my a equals negative 1, and my x's are right here. So that's negative 2, positive 2. So when I write that down, y equals negative x minus 2, x plus 2. All done. All done. Okay, let's try number 3. So these are all like kind of word problems. Has a vertex at negative 3, 5, has an a value of negative 3. Hint, think about what you have been given. Which form works the fastest? So we've been given a vertex and we've been given an a value. We've been given a vertex and we've been given an a value. Standard form is out. Vertex form is the best form because all we need is an a value and a vertex. Let's go. So we have y equals negative 3, x plus 3 squared plus 5. Done. That's it. Because we were given the vertex and the a value, vertex form is faster. So I'll even write that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Has x-intercepts at negative 3 and positive 5 and an a value of 1. And my hint was, which form utilizes intercepts? Not standard, not vertex, but factored. So I'll say factored form over here. Okay, so our a value is 1. Remember, when you plug in your x-intercepts, you go opposite. So if your answer is -3, you'll put it in as a +3. If your answer is +5, you'll put it in as a -5. Okay, take a moment, pause if you need to. We're about to be on our last one together. So it says, write an equation in standard form that has a vertex at 1, -5, and an a value of 2. Hint, can you go right to standard form? What needs to happen first? The ingredients they're giving me say vertex form, but the result says standard. So step 1, vertex form. Step 2, standard form. So this is going to involve some algebra. I'm going to go very slow. So step 1, let's write in vertex form. Y equals 2, x minus 1 squared minus 5. That was using the information they gave us. A is 2, vertex at 1, -5. Okay, well, so far this does not look like standard form, but let's unpack this. This is really y equals 2, x minus 1, x minus 1 minus 5. Oh, well, we know how to do this. We know how to FOIL. Like I said, you might have a lot of different strategies. This is the strategy I teach my Algebra 1 kids. So this is x squared, -x plus 1. As you can see, there's a lot of algebra going on. There's a lot of areas for mistakes. As you've seen in the beginning of my video, I already made a mistake or so. Totally fine. It happens. So now we have y equals that 2. This 2 on the front is still here. But I have 2 times x squared. If I combine these like terms, -x and -x is -2x plus 1. And I cannot forget about that -5 on the end. I will now distribute, combine like terms, and we will be done. Y equals 2x squared minus 4x plus 2 minus 5. Okay. Our final result, y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 3. We went from, we were given the ingredients for vertex form. I used my ingredients to make a vertex form equation, and then I used algebra to get to standard form. Okay, everyone, that is the end of this video. Thank you for following along. Please pause and go back and look over those graphs again. I'm sorry for those mistakes, but happens. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Please do the video check-in. Bye, guys.